There are parts of my story that I used to keep locked away, like a room in a house I refused to enter. Not because I was ashamed of surviving, but because I wasn't sure if my voice could carry the weight of the truth I lived through. I am a childhood sexual assault survivor, and it happened within my family. For a long time, that sentence lived in my body, like a secret I was afraid might swallow me whole. As a child, I learned how to make myself small. I learned how to disappear inside my own skin. I learned the painful art of being present and absent at the same time. And trauma rarely travels alone. There are seasons in my life when I was homeless, not metaphorically, not emotionally, literally. There's a kind of cold that the body never forgets. There's a kind of silence the soul absorbs. There's a kind of isolation that makes you wonder if the world still knows your name. People love to talk about resilience as if it is something you flex. But sometimes, resilience is just breathing, one breath, and then another, hoping morning comes. The darkness I survived wasn't poetic, it wasn't cinematic, it was suffocating. And yet, something found me there. Something stayed with me. When nothing else did, something quiet, stubborn, persistent began lifting me inch by inch towards a life that felt impossible from where I stood. Love. Love carried me out of the darkness of my life. Not the romantic kind that you see on your rom-com, not the everything is fine kind, not the kind that shows up after you are healed. I'm talking about love in its bravest form. Love on purpose. Love that chooses you before you know how to choose it yourself. It didn't arrive all at once. It didn't rescue me dramatically. It came quietly, like light slipping under a closed door. It was a teacher who asked, "Are you okay?" and waited for the answer. Still talk to Teresa Singleton today. It was a stranger who treated me like a human when I felt invisible. It was a friend who didn't flinch when I finally said, "This is what happened to me." It was a mentor who saw my intelligence before I could. It was community that said, "You belong," long before I believed them. And then, slowly, miraculously, love began to grow inside of me. Not instantly, not easily, not without resistance, but it grew. You don't heal and then receive love. You receive love and then heal. Love didn't wait for me to be ready. Love walked with me until I was. Love did not erase what happened. Love transformed what was possible. And today, I want to give you something. If you're carrying your own darkness, if you're holding stories you've never told to anyone or said out loud, if you're surviving something no one sees, let me show you how to love on purpose through the dark. Step one, love yourself by telling the truth. Darkness grows in silence. Shame feeds on secrecy. Every time you tell even a small truth, you reclaim your power. Say it softly if you need to. This happened, this hurt me, this shaped me, but it will not define me. Love cannot heal what you refuse to name. Step two, love yourself by choosing gentleness over judgment. You are not weak for hurting. You are not broken for remembering. You are not flawed because someone else decided to be cruel. Be gentle with the parts of you that survived. Gentleness is not weakness. Gentleness is how you rebuild without breaking yourself again. Step 3, love yourself by letting at least one person in. Healing does not happen in isolation. You don't need a crowd. You need one safe witness. One person who can sit with you in the dark until your eyes adjust to the light. Love on purpose often begins with being seen. Step 4, love yourself by teaching your body what safety feels like. Trauma lives in the body. Loving yourself might look like deep breathing, walking, warm water, music, movement, prayer, rest, small acts of safety or acts of resistance. Step 5, love yourself by speaking to the version of you who you didn't think would survive. There is a younger you inside who wonders if daylight is real. Tell them you made it. You were never the problem. I'm here now. Sometimes love is a conversation with the you who thought it was over. Step 6, love yourself by imagining a future you don't believe in yet. Trauma teaches us to expect the worst. Love teaches us to hope anyway. Picture the you who laughs freely, sleeps deeply, moves without fear, even if you don't believe that future is possible yet. Imagine it. You cannot walk toward what you refuse to see. Step 7, love yourself by taking one small step. Not a leap, not a transformation. One step, one boundary, one breath, one truth. Love on purpose is choosing the light 1 inch at a time. Step 8, it's a bonus, it's not on the slide. Joy is an insurmountable act of resistance. Choose it, wield it freely. Be joyous in the moments where you cannot find happiness. I assure you they are not the same thing. Joy is the sun still shining while rain clouds are pouring and the plane you're on breaks the clouds and the sun is still there. Joy is an act of resistance. I survived a darkness I didn't choose. I lived through things that could have ended me. And yet, I am here. Not because I was fearless, not because I was strong, but because love, intentional, patient, relentless love carried me. Love reached into my darkest room and said, "Come on, we're leaving." Love carried me out of the darkness, and now I carry the light. Thank you for spending time and holding space with me.